How are you getting on today, folks? How are you all doing? Welcome back to another video, Courtney Brothers. And yes, we are back rooting at the dumper again. What has changed since the last day? I have charged the jump pack. That is about it, and I'm that hopeful that it's going to start. I brought a bit of real fine sandpaper, emery paper, and WD-40 to clean these bad boys, as I've shown you. Now I'll be just giving them a quick wipe for now, just enough to drop down the tipper. See that cleaner seal there is popped out as well. But so where did we leave it? I forget. Oh yeah, with these up to 2 injectors, and then the booster pack went flat. I must see if I have a battery in the shed that will just pop into it, because it'll be a lot handier. But the old booster pack will do for now, because sometimes you bring a battery, then you're disappointed because it's flat. But anyways, so where are we? Give power back again, turn on our key, turn on our booster pack. The only electrics that you need in this to start it, bar the starter of course, is the there's an electronic stopper on the fuel pump. Don't know if you hear it clicking there as I turn on off the booster. That means it's getting power to that. That should be open, and plus the fact that we had diesel up to the first 2 injectors, it's close to the fan. That means the pump should be open enough, or the solenoid should be open. So anyways, where are we? Our wire, our ignition mechanism. Right, power booster pack's on, key is on, it's in neutral, and give her a bit of power so you can get diesel. I think there was diesel starting to come to these and everything. Now, there you have it, running on 2 cylinders if you don't mind. Now, if them injectors don't have them opened an awful lot, and yes, we are still on our trusty vice grips. So we'll get these 2 tightened up, and it should go. I don't know if you can see the snail collection. I'd say there was a rat nesting in here for a term. I'd say it's a while ago though. I don't see any fresh droppings. That's what I'm guessing, them snails are there. But yeah, it was a grand dry spot for him anyways whenever he was out. So key back on, and it's good to know as well there, actually, when I knocked off that the ignition is working to knock off the fuel, just in case it over rev or anything like that. So will we have white smoke? You might have already seen from the thumbnail. I don't know what the thumbnail is going to be. Oh, hold on now, I've tied up this wiring. Okay, wiring up. But yeah, will there be blue smoke? There'll be people will be thinking there's another new pope elected, because this yoke does smoke. But we'll get to that, why I think it smokes, if we get a run here now. We'll see. Throttle is up, I think. I'm gonna be ready to start to knock it off in case it runs on me. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go. There you have it. It runs again, and there is our blue smoke. And don't think that's just because it's been parked up for a few years that there's oil sitting in the turbo or whatever. This yoke is smoky. Now when it's running, it started up in a cold water, that'll be blue smoke everywhere. Once you warm up, it'll actually go out, it'll run fine. And it didn't burn feck all oil, but I'd say the turbo, either the turbo is leaking it out, or else the oil or water or something absolutely running out underneath it. But we'll come to that in a second. It is either the heads, I'd say the heads, the valve seals, or else the turbo. But ew, not nice. Don't ask me where that's coming out. It looks like transmission oil or old water that was sitting in it. Maybe it's just dirty water. Don't know. Anyways, look at her go. Throttle is fairly slow. Let go. Absolutely mint. It's not bad. It's as bad as I've ever seen it now. But it being parked up, it's bound to do a bit of that anyways. So I want to clean these rams up with me fine sandpaper and that. Do that in a second. Knock it off first. This should drive out of here. I think it will. Get the ram clean, get the tipper down, and I'll jump up and see what it go. And don't leave it running too long either, because there is no coolant in it. Well, I don't know if there is or not, I'm guessing. And the only thing that might let this down is the forward reverse switch. Forward reverse handle. This was parked before for years. I'll come out with the knives for a second. Actually, I'll knock it off. This was parked for years, and Estelle and Dad got it going the time we were building the workshop, actually, which is 9 years ago now. And we got it going. It was parked for a good few years that time as well, because the splines went in the steering column down at the orbital unit. But I got a new column and shaft and all that, and put that in, so that was fine. Got her going, and the forward reverse handle wasn't working, so it was a bit dodgy. I opened it up, cleaned it up. It was only very middling now, and even at the end up there was playing up a bit as well. But hopefully it might be okay. But actually would have my doubts now that I'm thinking about it. I actually forgot about that, could be a problem. But these yokes don't need much electrics to run. That's the beauty about the old yokes. But it needs the solenoid of the pump power there, and it needs that forward and reverse handle. Now look, of course you could go switching wires around, playing around with wires, and you get it going. But if the switch is fecked, it needs a new one anyways, or a good second-hand one or whatever. So anyways, I'll clean up these rams, get the tipper down, and see will she go. So give it a shot of WD-40, both of them. I'm not going to spend a lot of time with this. I just want to take the rough edge off them so they won't cut the seal straight away, because the ram's used to leaking this. What do we, 1200 grit sandpaper, very light. And just take the worst edge off it. I will do a right job cleaning them again. They actually look worse than what they are. Just taking the rough edge off, save the seals, and we'll be in business. Yeah, so this looks like it's going to be a bit of a winter project anyways. So it does. I think we're going to try to get it down to the workshop now. If it dries, it'll be going down today. And give it a power wash. Well, no, if I'm going to bring it down, I want to put coolant into it to make sure there's coolant in it. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. Even that now, it just has that all dirty, rough, rusty edge taken off. So, yeah, I'm going to put coolant in it. If it dries, I'm going to get coolant to bring it down. But if not, we'll get the body down anyways, and I'll look into a switch. Might work. So right, where are we? I'll knock it off and see can I free that out a bit better, but it's just running too high there for no need. Will she move? In gear here. No. Okay. Our alternating light is on. Not charging. Steering is working. The ram is a bit rusty, it's not too bad. No, I just had a quick little route there, the wires. There is power going into it, into that forward inverter unit, so that's something at least. But, well, I was hoping there wouldn't be power going in, so you might have a simple fix and just get power into it, stick a wire into it, get power into it, and you might get motoring, but it needs a switch, so we'll have to go and get that. If I spend time playing around and just put power into the reverse or forward, get it going one direction, I'd get it down to the shed. But I think I'm just going to go get a switch for it, or a shuttle, and put it into it. But there it is anyways, at least the bin is down. It looks like it has made progress. So it's starting running, just not driving, but getting closer. That's all I'm going to do with this for today, because trouble is I'm digging and I've about less than an hour in the evening to spend at this. So if I get a Saturday now, maybe this Saturday, if I'm for not bailing or slurry, I'll be able to spend half a day or something at it and have a proper route around it, get coolant into it, get it moving. But that's it. While I'm up here, actually, we're not far from the kale we sown, or the red start, so I'll take a pop up and I'll show you that, see how it's coming along. So here we have it. Yes, we have pools of water, wet ground, and after a serious amount of rain the last week or so, but we have liftoff. There's the red start taken off. I didn't see this for a few days, so I hadn't a clue how it was going, but you know what? Look, the ground is saturated. Just the weather we've got. Ideally, this should have been in a month earlier. But yeah, we've liftoff. I'm happy to see. The germination rate looks good anyway. It looks pretty even. Bar the odd spot like that, but you don't expect anything to that because it's badly tilled. But yeah, it's coming to life. So it is. Coming to life. And I didn't roll it at the end up. There's our little plants. Didn't bother rolling it at the end up, but it's grown. So how it'll thrive, whatever, but we need heat and it needs to dry. That's the only thing about this. And needs just warm weather now. If we could get September, what have we now? The 3rd of September. Sometimes September comes a lovely month. It could be the nice month of the year. But so far, first 3 days, pretty wet. But yeah, nice to see a bit of life coming in it. Mightn't be a total disaster after all, but I've seen it before where it's germinate fairly well and then the wet weather would kill it on this type of ground. But hopefully we get some dry and it'll get off the ground a bit better. So yeah, there you have it. I'm actually glad to see that grow now. Bit of life. It's not a complete waste of time. This end is actually the nicer end to till the best here. So this end and the end above with the where I'd expect to be the best crop. But anyways, that's it for today's video. I'd say it's kind of short and sweet, but stay tuned for more jumper action. And our tree shears is out. Hedge cutter will be out next week, or the mulcher on the digger. Plenty of jobs coming up with them, so get cracking on that. We'll get a few videos rolling on the hedge cutting and the shears work. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Good luck.